Okay, so let's go on to version 2 of the gumball junit lab. And we close this down here. So now we have an interface. So we take a look at some of the operations that the user of the gumball would want. So we saw inserting a quarter, turning, cranking, and just checking to see if there's a gumball in the slot. So we added this additional third method there. And what we have here now is two classes that implement this interface and two unit tests. One's the gumball machine and one's a stub. Okay, so our gumball machine code originally is here, and slightly different from the other version I showed you, where we have the has gumball method down there implemented using the has gumball private property. And the gumball machine tester, so test for a couple of conditions here. A happy test, meaning that the kid inserts a quarter, cranks, and there's a gumball out. And a no quarter test, cranking, but there's no gumball. So making sure that works properly. And in our stub, we have this pretty much the same kind of test, but here we instantiate the stub to test against rather than the actual. So likewise here, forgot to show that, but here we instantiate an actual gumball machine. Okay, so pretty much the same test, but in our stub, well, we haven't written all the code yet, so this is before all the gumball machine code in this class was implemented. Let's say it's earlier on the project. We didn't implement insert quarter or turn crank, but right now we're just focusing on exercising this has gumball, and we're always going to return true in our stub. So that's just it's being used as a placeholder for some other kind of testing with other components. Okay, so if we run this test, you see that, well, it's not all going to be passing because the behavior of the whole gumball machine is not there. This is a stub, but at least we were able to check one of them passed because the stub always returns true. So this checking for success for gumball there passed that one test. Okay, so notice that we run this one. Oops. Both tests pass. Since this is an interface, we can actually, in our code, instead of instantiating that, we could have instantiated the stub. Let's temporarily comment that out. Compile that. So it's the same test against that, and if we run this test this time, it would fail because it's using the stub instead of the real gumball machine. And of course, let's place that back and take that out. So this should pass now. Okay, so this is demonstrating in just a short segment here how typically this unit testing works. So you're working on a class, some code, and you're not quite ready to test everything yet, but you got some of it done. So you would like to start building up your test cases ahead of time and test that behavior. Of course, the other tests won't pass yet. Eventually, you'll complete all your implementation, and everything would pass. Okay, so this ends version 2. We'll continue after